and it left me feeling like I was condemned to be a failure forever. I can assure you that is the most untrue statement there can be. Hey creatives, in this video I want to talk a little bit about what I call higher focus. It's what I do when I can't hyperfocus, and to be honest, it's my go-to most days and multiple times every day. It's something that allows me to step into a space and get something done to completion. I was diagnosed with ADHD in my 40s, and there were definitely times before that when I noticed my ability to hyperfocus. There have definitely been some art projects and some writing projects where I hyperfocused for days on end with little sleep, no food, a bit of water, and just go to get it done. If anyone came near me, I would be cranky as and tell them to like rack off and leave me to just get on with it, because I had a deadline usually looming and I just needed to get it done. And I have known that that is possible, but it's always been sporadic for me. It's not something that I could control and just say, I want to hyper focus on this because this is important. I didn't have that ability. I also knew that. I knew there was a lot of things in my life that I never got done to completion. I actually thought of myself as lazy. I could work hard for sure, work to exhaustion for sure, but I didn't get a lot done. I missed deadlines. I was disorganized. I would try to do something and then go off on a tangent and then I could forget about it. It meant that the only explanation that made sense to me was that I was, in fact, just lazy, or a failure, or I should just give up and not do things. Give you an example. If I was to, say, schedule to do a painting tomorrow at 10 a.m., commonly there were two things that would happen. At 9 a.m., so an hour before I'm due to do the painting, I would get distracted. I would notice something, maybe an aspect of an artist that I liked. So it could be in the wheelhouse of what I should be doing, and then just somehow just get so distracted that I would do a deep dive into that. And then at 3 p.m. I would sit there and go, you've just spent hours doing something that you shouldn't have done. At which point I would start to beat myself up and say, you're lazy, you're hopeless, you'll never get anything done, you should give up. And then I would reschedule for tomorrow, the next day, at 10 a.m. and repeat it. And again. The other thing that I would commonly do is that, again, we're talking about a 10 a.m. schedule to do a painting. I would get to 9 a.m. and think I should start early and try and get into it. And I would draw a line, and that first line might be terrible, might not be anything like I wanted. I might draw it and it'd be all over the place, and I would think, you are actually hopeless at this. My emotions would go from 0 to 1,000 in 2 seconds, and suddenly I'm calling myself a failure, and I can't draw and I can't paint. I can't do any of the things I need to do. And again, you're a failure. You should stop. You should give up. This was my life for the longest time. Those two things commonly happened all the time. And it left me feeling like I was condemned to be a failure forever. I can assure you that is the most untrue statement there can be. And I'm proof that that's the case. I get a lot done now. The structures and the ways about it that get me into this higher focus, not hyper focus, they have really changed my life. I know for sure that the brain can change. It's not locked in. All of this changed for me when I embraced routines. Now, look, I don't care what you call them. You can call them scaffolds, workflows, to-do lists, checklists, doesn't matter. What matters is what they empower. And for me, they empower me to get things done. It's the result over many years. And for me, they are my go-to to get into this space of higher focus, because I know if I can set it up, I just get it done. Number one is a structure. Now, for me, the structure is part routine and part to-do list, but the primary reason for it is that I have a crap memory. I can just forget things, really important things too, all the time. And so the structure helps me to remember, but it also, funnily enough, helps me to relax, because I know if I have gone through the to-do list and I've gone through the structure, well, then I've got everything I need and I've warmed up and I'm ready to go to get it done. It's amazing. Number two is motivation. Now, look, I don't know if you've experienced this, but something being really important to me doesn't change my motivation. Things can be very important to me and I just lack the motivation, or I start to beat myself up and demoralize myself so I can't get there. Whatever it is, I don't know. But those standard ways to motivate myself aren't real good. So for me, motivation, and for lots of people with ADHD, motivation falls into a few categories. Things like, is it novel? Is it new? Is it fascinating? Is it urgent? Are you accountable to someone, a person, maybe sitting with you? And most importantly for me, does it allow me to be relaxed? Is the way that I'm motivating myself helping me to relax? If I can get into that space, I have freedom to just go and get it done. If I can't get there, I'm almost never getting it done. Number three is environment. For me, that is both a physical space that I might be in and a mental space that I'm in. I know from experience that for me, that involves some exercise and having good things around me. But for you, it could be something else. What it allows me to do is to be in the space where I have to work and know that I have some freedom to just get on with it and do it. So creating that good environment around me, free of distractions and free from other things to do, helps me to have this higher focus. And number four, having trouble with the numbers, number four is this routine quietens the demons that are in my mind, because my emotions can escalate so quickly and I can spin out of control to the point where I'm just paralyzed and can't do anything. It can happen really quickly and it can last for days. And that ability to get something done to completion just is gone. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but it's possible to distract yourself from this demon of the mind. Distract yourself from beating yourself up and accusing yourself of being a failure and all of what comes with that. It's possible with a routine to distract yourself from that so that you can step into what you need to do and get it done. This can be done, I assure you. I'm proof that we can change, all of us. It doesn't matter what age you are. I was old when I found out, and I'm even older now that I've been working on it. But I assure you, it's possible for all of us to get past these things. What I have learned through trial and error is to focus on two things in particular. One, to use distraction to my advantage, and two, to have a strict-ish routine. And in the next episode, I want to take you through some of the specifics of what I actually do to complete a small painting. If you're like me though, you know that making schedules and routines and to-do lists is something that we're really good at doing the first day and then struggle with on the second day. But I have found, and this is now many years that I've been doing this, I have found that I have an ability to hold these routines, and the more that I've done them, the more I have found that it has helped me to have freedom, helped me to remember, helped me to relax, and helped me to get things done, not once and not just on the first day, but again and again and again. And in the next episode, I hope to show you how I do that, my own routine to do a small painting. See you soon.